Well, Donald Trump lost it today on reporters in his cabinet meeting when they asked about Jeffrey Epstein. In fact, the question was directed at Pam Bondi, but Donald Trump jumped in. Now, when she eventually responded to the question, what she said is downright chilling because she gives us answers on not only the missing minute, but also answers regarding, well, Mr. Epstein and the intelligence committee or community. I've got a lot to share with you today, but let's start first going forward and then we'll go backwards. This is something we all already know. This was on Axios. DOJ and FBI have concluded Epstein had no client list, died by suicide, didn't blackmail anyone, knows all done by his own accord. Right. Okay. Obviously more to the story, but I already did a report on that. Well, earlier today, right around the making of this video, Donald Trump had his cabinet meeting and whoa, Pam Bondi, some bombshells were dropped. Take a listen to what the reporter asks.
Sure.
Your memo and release yesterday on Jeffrey Epstein,
Yes.
It left some lingering mysteries. One of the biggest ones is whether he ever worked for a American or foreign intelligence agency. The former Labor Secretary, who was Miami U.S. Attorney Alex Acosta, he allegedly said that he did work for an intelligence agency. So could you resolve whether or not he did? And also, could you say why there was a minute missing from the jailhouse tape on the night of the step?
Yeah, sure. If I
Could I just interrupt for
Sure.
1 second? Are you still talking about Jeffrey Epstein? This guy's been talked about for years. You're asking, we have Texas, we have this, we have all of the things. And are people still talking about this guy, this creep? That is unbelievable. Do you want to waste the time and do you feel like answering?
I don't mind answering.
I mean, I can't believe you're asking a question on Epstein at a time like this where we're having some of the greatest success and also tragedy with what happened in Texas. It just seems like a desecration, but you go ahead.
Donald Trump didn't seem too happy with that reporter. I've got another clip to show you in a minute, but the reporter asked really good questions. He said, hey, is there any truth to the fact that Jeffrey worked with the intelligence agency? Because you really didn't, you didn't go there in the report. And hey, what about this missing minute of footage? What's going on here? Well, she has an answer to that. But before I get into that, I really want to hone in on Trump's response. I don't know why he's fed up about this, but obviously he's upset, he's done. And I understand all the horrible things that just happened in Texas. And my heart goes out to everyone there. I lived in Texas for a number of years. I was around and I had massive flooding happen at my home there. I lived in and around outside of the Austin area. And so I pray for everybody involved in that. My heart and prayers go out to you. But either way, I think this is still important for America to know about. And I love Donald J. Trump, but he's not always on the straight and narrow path, if you get my drift. I'm never going to agree with everything the man says, but it's intriguing, right? So how does Miss Pam Bondi respond to the reporter's question about the intelligence agency and the missing minute? Take a watch.
Sure. First, to back up on that, in February, I did an interview on Fox, and it's been getting a lot of attention because I said I was asked a question about the client list, and my response was, it's sitting on my desk to be reviewed, meaning the file along with the JFK, MLK files as well. That's what I meant by that. Also, to the tens of thousands of video, they turned out to be child porn downloaded by that disgusting Jeffrey Epstein. Child porn is what they were. Never going to be released, never going to see the light of day. To him being an agent, I have no knowledge about that. We can get back to you on that. And the minute missing from the video, we released the video showing definitively the video was not conclusive, but the evidence prior to it was showing he committed suicide. And what was on that, there was a minute that was off the counter. And what we learned from Bureau of Prisons was every night, they redo that video. It's old, from like 1999. So every night the video is reset and every night should have the same minute missing. So we're looking for that video to release that as well, showing that a minute is missing every night. And that's it on Epstein.
Interesting. So to kick that question off, she goes back to, well, I know I said that I would have the list on my desk, but I was just talking generally about everything would be on my desk. She kind of added that part, I think, to answer for everyone who questioned why she said she had the client list and then didn't. But either way, I'll leave you to decide on that one. But she also expands about the missing minute. And she says, you know what? There's a missing minute in there. And, I talked to the security, I talked to the people, and hey, this happens every night. It's not a glitch, I guess. She goes, every night it resets, and this is a normal thing for the clock. So she's looking for that missing minute, and hopefully we shall have it. We shall see. Probably the most interesting thing she said, though, and I think a lot of people missed it, was the fact that the reporter asked if there was any information on him being linked to an intelligence agency. And she says, well, I'm going to get back to you on that one. Interesting, right? Maybe there's some kind of link that we don't know about. But hopefully Pam Bondi will let us know sooner than later. If it goes anything like her last stuff, it may be a big nothing burger. But I digress. Either way, there has been lots of haunting questions on whether or not he did work with the intelligence community. Surely we should know. Anyhow, I can't wait to read your comments and concerns. Please make sure you're still subbed to the channel, by the way. And so you can get all the content, go all the way up and hit that bell button. Better yet, go to restrictedrepublic.com. I want to see you there. We've got exclusive content that is exclusive to that platform for very good reason. Though it may be free here on YouTube, it's there for a reason. And I want you to go there and subscribe right now. Join thousands of other people. Excuse me. Go to restrictedrepublic.com. Use the coupon code Lisa and the number 5 to get it for $5 per month. Hope to see you there. I'm Lisa Haven, signing out.